welcome to Yarns and Yoga. This is me, Petra, chatting about all the handicraft and my yoga practice and life stuff in general. It was so fun to be back. Last episode you gave some really kind, sweet comments, and it felt really good to be back recording. So you know, that's what makes this the most happy, to share what you make and yeah, connecting with people. And many of you has been watching this before because it was the dipod before, and it was really nice to see that some of you checked in again, and thank you so much for that. And thank you if you're a new viewer. I hope you will like these videos. So last time was a lot of rambling about what's happening in 2023, and yeah, I will try to keep it more, you know, just straight on now today. I actually recorded this section already once about my spinning. I thought I would insert that in the first episode, but I learned by myself that I have a hard time making a long story short. So yeah, I will do it again today instead with the spinning part, because I have been making a little spinning and I would like to share it with you. I bought some really beautiful wool from a Canadian wool dyer. Her name is Artifacts, if that's in French. I guess it's in French. That's how the labels look. I will give you the link below as well in the text, so you can find her if you'd like. She dyes really beautiful wool, and I have been drooling over some of it, and I actually had the time to buy some in her, it might not be the previous episode, but one of her shop updates, but it takes short time for her to sell out, so yeah, I had the luck to get some of them. A few, I think I have 2 braids that I have not yet spun, and they are really beautiful. Yes, so this is a colorway that has a bit of pink, I think you can see that here, and a lot of rust, browns, yellow tones, and it's really beautiful. The fiber content is BFL and mohair. I've never spun that combo before, so that will be really exciting. It's really soft, a little hairy. I don't know if you can see. I have not yet decided what to make. She sells these in 50-gram braids, and so this is 100 gram in total, and they're almost too lovely to start spinning. But I will have to think about that. I don't know what they will become. Maybe hat or something. I don't know. What do you usually make of a 100-gram braid? I always have a hard time choosing projects when you know you have like one skein or one, because you can't have as many hats. You don't wear so many hats. It could also be, of course, like a fade in something, you know, incorporate it in a shawl or something like that. Yeah, I have to think about that. Anyway, I also bought some other, so I think I bought 4 other braids, and the content in those were a little different, but the colorway was kind of the same. So it was Pulworth, llama and silk in one of the braids, and alpaca, BFL and Pulworth in 3 of them, I think, or 2 of them, so like 50-50. And they were really, really beautiful in colors. So I have actually spun that up. This is about 200 grams in total, I think. And I have washed them. They're not quite dry yet, so a little darker maybe, but it's a really, really beautiful color. So that's how it looks. I really, really fancy these colors. They're so moody and beautiful, and I spun up a 2-ply yarn, and oh, it got stuck. You know, I'm not a really technical spinner. I'm really not that good. I'm a newbie, a happy newbie, and I just spin. You know, I can think about, I want to spin it kind of thin or a little thicker. That's somehow how I spin. So, and I really like a 2-ply. I tried chain ply, a 3-plied yarn, and I think it felt like a rope, and that's of course due to me, because I'm not good at that, and you know, I'm just, no, I don't fancy that. Just because I couldn't. So I stick to 2-ply still. I just want to spin, you know, I just want the tactile feeling of the wool in my hands. So maybe it will come that I have the interest to be more technical, but so far I'm happy with just making my yarn. So I can imagine this is somehow around a sport weight yarn. And since I have about 200 grams of this, I also want 200 grams of a light, so like a contrast color, because I had a plan in mind, and that is the Cinnabar shawl by Andrea Mowry that I really, really like. So that's my plan for this spin, and I think that's made of, I'm not sure if it's a fingering project, I don't remember now, but it might be. Anyway, since it's a shawl, I don't mind. I just want the yarn to be just, you know, be enough for the project, and I think 200 grams of this will be enough, because I have to spin 200 grams of the lighter contrasting color as well. And for that one, I have not actually decided what to have, because I don't have any, you know, fancy braids to spin up or something like that. I have some wool left, just a teeny weeny wool left since I closed down through Valborg. And one of those is this beautiful roving. This is, I think it's alpaca, llama maybe, and a merino wool. It's a beautiful beige color, warm beige. I think that's a good color, yeah, representation of this one. So that's what I think could fit, you know, these two together. It would be nice. And I have some BFL left as well, because this is not 200 grams, so it will not be enough. So I had to mix it with something, and I have some BFL left as well, and I have some like kind of similar, a little more variegated, but kind of similar wool roving as well, with a silk content in as well. However, my big issue now is that when I decided to shut down Fru Valborg, I was really tired of it, and I just got rid of everything. So my dear friend Lotta of Elk Market Yarn, she kindly bought a lot of my stuff, you know, wools and dye materials and everything. And sorry, I have hair in my She also bought my drum carder. And now I kind of regret it because since I now am kind of finished with Frivolity Body, my mojo is like giving me a knockout. I really want to knit everything, I want to spin, I want to buy wool, I want to buy beautiful yarns, and now I can't card these together and I don't know really what to do. So I want a drum carder again, and I don't know if I just have to buy one, see if I can find one second hand, or I don't know really. How do you blend your, or do you, I don't know really what to do. So maybe I can do one thread of that and one thread of that. I really would like to card them together though, because since this is really soft, I would like to stabilize it, if you could say that, with some BFL. It would make it a little sturdier, maybe a little more hard wearing yarn. I might have to give Lotta a visit and borrow her drum carder. So if you use a drum carder, or how do you like to mix and match your wool blends? I would love to know. Please let me know in the comments. So that's kind of an issue. So I couldn't just, you know, I just wanted to start spinning the next color so I could start with a shawl, but now I have to sit here and procrastinating a bit because I don't know what to do. Anyway, I really love this. The colors are exquisite, so really happy about this yarn. I use my, well, I think maybe I have shown this before, but this is the spinner I use, my Ashford, E-spinner. I really like it. I also sold one of my Ashford Kiwi to Lotta. Somehow now I think maybe I would like a manual pedally spinning wheel as well, but I don't, so everything is done on that e-spinner. The intuitive, you know, threadling, how do you say? It's, you know, you don't get that with an e-spinner. I really like it though. It's fast and it makes my yarn quick, but sometimes you want a slow motion, and yeah, I don't get it quite with the e-spinner. I see what I will do with that, but yeah, so that's my spinning and my spinning plans. I have a lot of, I would like to, there are so much things I would like to spin. I just really, I know of course a few producers in Sweden, but not many. I would love to get suggestions. You know, I have some favorites at the moment, and they are all, not all, but many of them are based in Canada somehow. You must have a lot of talented textile crafters there, because I looked them up and then, oh, they were in Canada, and it's kind of costs a lot of money to bring in wool to Sweden from Canada and the United States. So if you have any tips around Europe, Sweden, I really like the hand painted braids, and I also like, you know, little, maybe, you know, from the source, really woolly wool to spin, some grays, browns, blacks. So everything is of interest, and I'm really fond of the moody colors. So, you know, it's not, I don't mean that the dyers in Canada are more skilled than anyone else, but you know, you fall for some aesthetic feeling, and somehow I find a lot of my aesthetic feeling in Canada at the moment. So yeah, I think that also one, the Artifacts of Appreciation, I think that's her name, also makes a beautiful, she blends beautiful wool. I will link these below anyway, but I would love to get some tips from you. I also have, of course, really beautiful braids from my dear friend Lotta at Elk Market Yarn. She started to dye wool, and she bought a lot of wool from me when I closed, and it's so fun to see her start to dye all these braids. And I got some samples from her. Really, really beautiful. And I don't know what to do with these either, but I think these will be great. They would be great to combine in the spin as well. So I think this might be Rambouillet. I'm not sure now. I have to ask her. It might be a Rambouillet. They are not labeled, so it might be. Really nice anyway, and really squishy and soft, so they will be real fun to spin. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Do I have any more spinning? I have, you know, some. I also have, actually, I will check here. A while ago I spun up these as well. So I have shown them on Instagram before. Really blown out. Yeah, you can see them here now. So they are just from some braids that I dyed myself. And these are almost like 200 grams each. So it's a really bulky skeins. And I really like these colors as well. A little moody. And this one actually could work with these. Don't you think? Maybe? Yeah. So I might have one. However, at first I thought I didn't want the pinkish in the contrasting color. You know, it's a little pink or so in these ones. But yeah, it might work. So I might have a skein here, but then I don't have anything to do with that, with the other skein. Decisions. Anyway, I have to think about that a bit. So, okay. Now I made something with this. Anyway, that's my spinning plans. I think I still haven't done a sweater spin, you know, like 400 or 500 grams. I would love to do that. Because I think I have spun a lot of, you know, single skeins in just, you know, you find a fancy hand-dyed braid and you spin one skein and then you just don't know what to do with it. And this is also one I made. I really like that one as well. But it's really multicolored, and you know, I'm kind of boring in my clothing. I use a lot of black and just beige and brown and stuff. So I usually not wear this much of a color, but I like to spin it just because it's fun, you know, looking at all the color variations. I thought a little bit maybe I could use like a one skein in, for example, this pressed flowers hat. For example, I don't remember the name of the designer. I will write that below as well, but that could be fun because you could use like just a regular yarn, whatever, something you like, and then you could insert one spun skein. I don't know. I would love to know all your favorite patterns that you use for your hand spun, if you spin, of course, or maybe you have seen something. Oh, it's a lot of dog hair in this one. Anyway, if you have any fun suggestions, please let me know. So, that was the spinning. I also have actually done a lot of knitting. I had a calm, really lovely weekend and could give many hours for my knitting. So, my socks I showed you last time are done. Just a simple vanilla sock I don't use any special pattern or so. I just cast on 68 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter needle because I really like my socks to be, you know, mindless. So make them stripy or just some fun colors also. So they are done and I'm really happy. Not blocked, but the foot will have to block them. So they are done. And also my, oh God, it's a lot of dog hair. These are done. I thought I should make these as socks. However, I changed my mind. I just wanted them to be done because I decided as well, I'm not gonna wear this color myself. And my daughters wouldn't wear them because they are not that classy in color, I think, for them. But I think I made them, you know, as leg warmers, and I think my niece will like them. She is 10 years old and she could use them as leg warmers, so maybe she could get them, I thought. Anyway, I like the thing using a black mohair for a collar. It turned out kind of fun. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so they are done as well. Lucky me. And oh, my Mazzy cardigan by Elizabeth Smith. I said last episode I might rip it out, or I wasn't happy with the yarn choice, and then I thought about, shall I rip it out or what shall I do with it? And yeah, so I thought a lot about it, and then I really want that cardigan. I have thought about it for so many years, and I had it in my favorites in Ravelry for so many years. So I just know I'm just gonna do it. And the thing is, I did one modification, and that was I switched my metal needles to wooden needles. So, and that made the entire difference. I got just another flow knitting because it felt really stiff, and I didn't like it on the metal needles. I didn't get any flow when I knitted, but when I changed to my, no, it's like just Chiago's bamboo needles, it turned out a really different thing. And now I'm in the middle of a row, of course, but I came a long way now, I think. Look, I really like the color. So it's, as I said, the Jamieson and Smith cone. They're 2-ply regular jumper weight, I guess. And this Midnatt Sol by Camaros. That's yarn. And yeah, they look really good together, I think. So I think maybe I would like to knit, I don't know, it starts to get kind of long, and I think I might knit like 10 centimeters more before starting to knit the sleeves, because since it's knitted bottom up, I have to knit, when I'm done with the length up to my underarm, I have to knit the 2 sleeves and then put them together, because then they are knitted together with the raglan decreases and making the yoke and everything. So yeah, I really like it now actually. So I have totally changed my mind about this. It's kind of it's a little, the structure is a little rough, and I really like that. And yeah, I'm happy about it now. It's a really simple neckline, or whatever you should, like a panel, the front and neck panel. It's really simple, you know. It's a 2x2 rib, and every other rib is just braided. So yeah, it's not hard at all. However, I think I never knitted something from the bottom up. So I hope that will work. I don't think that it's hard, but I like better from the top down, because then you can try it on and you can see how long it will be when the length is perfect and stuff. But anyway, this is how it's worked, and I want the cardigan. So this is what I have to do. So I'm happy now I didn't rip it out, and I just stayed with it, because I think it will be a beautiful cardigan to wear, you know, over, you know, like this dress or something. I think it will be a great match, for example. Yeah, so that was the knitting part. I don't think I have a few acquisitions as well, if you'd like to see. And I have this dear friend, Therese. She is from Germany. She has a husband, Sebi, that is the graphic designer that did my Fru Valborg logo, and also some pins that I have sold and things like that. He's really talented. And Therese is a really good knitter, and we actually met. They came to visit us here in Sweden, and with their beautiful little son. And they are just a sweetest couple, and it was so nice to meet them. Hi Therese, if you're watching. And I wanted to buy something from her. She has a little Etsy shop, Tete Lana. I will link that below as well. So I wanted to order some. She makes really nice, beautiful stitch markers that I really enjoy using. And she sent some beautiful, these are cards, but it's her, Sebi, and their son, that he of course has I don't know if you say designed or painted, or how you say it when it's digital, you know, but yeah, anyway. So I got some beautiful cards, and I got some tea from her, and I got this sweet little, so this is her logo, Tete Lana. And I got some beautiful, I got some extra, but I bought some beautiful markers. It's both progress keepers and markers and stuff. So I really like these ones. They're really good, I think, for the knitting. They are thin, they are no, you know, they are not, how do you say it? I'm back. The camera decided to close down after 30 minutes, so anyway. I talked about, you can, you know, they are not divided, so they don't get stuck in the yarn, and I really, really like that. So I have these all one in my little cute cat tin. I don't know what to say. I also got this from her some other time when we met, and I have some other from her there as well. So I have a lot now, and I really, really fancy them. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, I like them. I also bought two needle protectors, or what to say, that I use when I knit my socks. So this is one, you can see here, Tete Lana. Yes, and I bought two. You know, it would be a little more fun knitting my socks with these two. So these ones I got, and I really like them. They, as I said, are even more fun to bring out your sock knitting when you have these. I don't know why, but I bought some, I was kind of tired of knitting magic loop, and I bought some just regular DPNs from Sing or something. Oh, anyway, and I like knitting on them actually. I thought maybe I wasn't gonna like them, because previously when I used them, I get these, you know, like letters on one between the needles, so to say. But I didn't, because I knitted these on, and there's no way I could see where I have changed the needles somehow. So yeah, it turned out really good. So now I have these cuties as well. Just started a new pair of socks in just a fingering weight and some mohair. I don't know, maybe you can see the color now. It's from the hand-dyed skein from 6 and 7 fibers, then her name is. We did like a swap many years ago, and I haven't used it still until now, and I decided to make some warm cozy socks with mohair. And you know, I find it really nice. It's not that you can't as a dyer, but I felt when I dyed that I had to just use my own yarn to show how it looked when knitted up and everything, which made me, you know, skip a lot of yarns. And now I just feel like, wow, there are so many beautiful yarns and I want to try them all. And it's so fun to just knitting on in other yarns. So I've started buying a lot of yarn, and they're coming in the mail with the mail person. And the first delivery I got is this. So this is my next acquisition. This is Plötulopi, and I know you all know. You know, I'm gonna sit here like oh, I found some new yarns, and you, yeah, I knitted that a long time ago. But yeah, it's my fun now. So I'm gonna try all the lovely yarns. It's a really beautiful color. I don't know if they have names on them. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Lotta color 1030. It might be 1030. That is the color. This is how it looks. I don't know if you can see. It's like an oatmeal. Really beautiful. Really neutral. And I would love to knit myself a new white mountain, as I talked about last time. And I think it will be that, but I can knit it double. I don't think, however, I think I bought 4 plates. I don't know how much it will be for, but I bought 4 plates. I have this. I will bring it out from my locker. I have this like suri, it's alpaca lin from Rauma, and I think I might combine them. However, when I look at them now, because that's what I had in mind, I think I really like this color, and this is, I love a warm brown as well, because I think many times that suits my skin tone, in my head at least. But I don't know if I want to destroy this beautiful neutral with a warm brown. I don't know, what do you think? Yeah, this is really beautiful. And it smells so good. Wow. Okay, so I have to decide about whether maybe hold this double and knit the white mountain. However, I know many people say that if you don't use like a suri or a mohair, it will pill a lot. I don't know if any of you have any thoughts about that. I don't want it to pill too much, of course, but I also might just have to buy some mohair, and maybe I don't know how thick. Hold it with a mohair instead and find something more similar. I have to think about that. But however, I think it will be a white mountain by Midori Hirose, and I will link the pattern down below. So that's another. I have some more stuff coming in. I will talk about them when they arrive, so I won't say anything more now. However, if you have any, you know, I'm just so excited about all the yarns that I could try, and if you have any fun suggestions, you know, oh, you can't miss this yarn, this is something new, this is something old, you know, I'm like a novice now. I'm just like a child in a candy store, just want to try all the new stuff, and new to me stuff. So let me know if you have any fun yarns that I should knit with. And I have a lot of knitting projects and yarns that's coming in that kind of ready for some projects, but I will talk about them next time. Because this will be I thought I could do episodes for 30 minutes. It seems like I'm unable to do that, because I think I recorded about 45 minutes already. I'm sorry, no, I'm not sorry, but yeah, maybe when I recorded a few episodes and, you know, toned down a bit, I can make them shorter. But now it's just, I'm all excited, all over the moon about all the things that I'm gonna make. Oh, I forgot my coffee. Now it's cold. Anyway, so I think that was everything. I actually even made a book that I write down my vlogs, you know. I'm trying to be organized. Oh, I have one more thing before starting my yoga chat, if you'd like to stick around for that. Yeah. I bought a while ago 2 dresses actually, and they were too big. I don't know why I thought they would fit. They didn't though. So like this one, I had this for many years now. It's a non-perfect linen dress. I really love it. And I bought 2 more without sleeves. However, this is it's too roomy here, and it doesn't look, it looks like I put it on like a bag, and I don't like it. And I thought maybe, yeah, I should sell it. But then I thought, but I want a black linen skirt. Maybe I could sew it, you know, like, I'm thinking maybe if I cut it open here and just take this upper part and, you know, like fold it and make it like the waistband somehow, putting in some elastic band somehow. But I'm not, you know, I'm an educated, this is embarrassing, but I'm an educated textile and wood teacher from the university, and I worked as a textile teacher for 10-12 years. I'm really bad at sewing. Clothing, I can sew a bag, something easy. It's like, but it's just like my mind just wants to burn when I start thinking about clothes. There's something that I don't have the patience to do. I bought the Hinterland dress pattern many years ago, and I bought beautiful linen for that. It has been lying around for maybe 3 years now. It still hasn't been any dress or skirt. I also bought a skirt pattern, and it might never be, I don't know. I don't want to stress about that. However, since I kind of already have a finished skirt here, and I could maybe just, but I don't know actually how to do. It's really embarrassing to say that, but I don't know how to do. If I cut it open, I just wish someone did this to me. I've thought about last night, do I have any friends that are able to sew, that I could just pay them to do this for me? And I couldn't come up with anyone. That's really sad. So I might have to do it myself, but I don't know if it will be good. I don't know really how to think about to make it nice. What to do. I have to think about that as well. However, that's like a sewing plan I have. Just taking the easiest way out, I think. So I just want it to be a skirt. Maybe I can just cut it here, fold it down, and then put in and do, I don't know, since it's buttons, it's kind of problematic maybe. Yeah, you see, not skilled about this. Anyway, so that was one thought I might do. This is a beautiful sweater. I should show this maybe next time when I have blocked it and I can wear it. So I'm not going to talk about that at the moment. I think that will be it for this time with the crafty stuff and things. And I thought about this. I will make one section in the end. I will call it maybe yoga chats or something, when I connect my yoga practice to my like everyday life. And if you're not here for that, it's totally fine. You might just want to check out my crafting. If so, I thank you so much for stepping by. I really appreciate it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe if you want to put a comment, I read them all and I try to answer them, and it makes my heart sing to read them. So until next time, thank you so much. If you would like to stick around and listen a bit, I have actually made a little list of things that I'm planning to talk about my yoga. So just a little section every time. This time I thought just introducing why I started yoga and how and things like that. So I hope it will be short, but probably not. I try to keep it shorter maybe next time, but you know, the intro maybe will take a little longer. So, yoga. I have done yoga on and off for a long time in my life. Maybe since I was a little about 20 or something. I had some years I did a lot of yoga. I lived, I was young, I didn't have family. I loved doing yoga. I could spend a lot of in the mornings doing that and things like that. And since then, on and off, I have practiced yoga in a movement way, so to say. I really liked it, and I liked what it did to my body, but I didn't have, you know, maybe that deeper connection to it as I do now. Anyway, I had a lot of years, like around 40 and up. I have had some issues with my, I don't know what to say, like my mental health. I wouldn't say depressed, because it's a word you shouldn't just use. It's like something you can get maybe diagnosed with depression or so. But you know, I was feeling many times sad. I had a lot of PMS. I went into my pre-menopause, and I many times was anxious. I felt a little, you know, like you have something in your chest that's pushing, and I was not feeling the best. I was a lot at the doctor and at the women clinic, and I ate antidepressive medications, and I tried hormones and like estrogen. I don't know what the name is in English. I'm sorry, I don't know all the medical terms now in English. I'm sorry for that. But anyway, I wasn't connected to myself. I had many years where I struggled a lot with this, and Robert, my husband, really tried to talked about that. I also had very difficult to express myself about it, because it's difficult to know when someone, why are you feeling this? And I don't know. I also struggle a lot with, I have some in my nose that you could take like cortisol spray, because you have, I don't know what's saying. Yeah, anyway, I had a hard time breathing through my nose. It's close, and it's yeah, I have these things in my nose that swallows, and I breathe a lot through my mouth, and I had really problems waking up in the morning. feeling many times sick, and my body wasn't good. I had a lot of ache in my body due to dying. I had I had a lot of pain in my body due to that. Heavy lifting. Also, since my previous ceramic, since I worked as ceramic, throwing pots and things like that many years. So my body wasn't good in that way, and yeah, you know, you could talk about this for hours, but you know, we also have 5 teenage daughters in the house. 2 of them lost their mother when they were younger. I went to a divorce that maybe I didn't process perfectly emotionally, I don't know. And our children has gone through stages and things has happened that, you know, make you sad as well. I know many say that you can't be happier than your saddest child. I think that's somehow you can say, and to me it's really true. I didn't like, I have never liked being a part of my children. I love them to the moon and back, of course, but when I separated, I didn't like when they, still don't like when they are not home. I love when they are home with me, and of course they have to be old and, you know, move away and things like that, but yeah, and yeah, and it's a lot of emotions, you know. Six women, girls in the same house with hormones and their periods. It's not always fun. Yeah. Anyway, these years, they were tough to me. So, a few years now, my dear husband Robert bought me a, you know, like a retreat, a yoga retreat for me out in the forest. And I went there. I was really happy. It felt nice, and he must have felt that this must be something Petra needs somehow. And when I was there, I felt so bad. The first day, I almost got some panic attacks, and I don't know how to explain it. I got home, I was really sad, and Robert just, oh my god, what did I give you for... If it's not good, you don't have to go back, you know. And I don't know, I felt I'm not going back tomorrow. It didn't feel good. However, something made me go back, and I think I joined this yoga practice early in the morning, really early, maybe 6 o'clock, you know. I wasn't used to that then. Today it's regular to me, but and I think maybe 50 minutes into the practice I started crying, and it was like a flood that could, you know, almost, it never ended. And you know, the teacher, I'm kind of almost getting emotional talking about it, but the teacher just said to me, you can just lie here on the yoga mat. She didn't say anything more. She get a blanket. And then people just came to me and just laid their hands on my chest and didn't say anything. I just cried and I cried. And it was like a total, it was like a breakdown that made me really light after many hours, I should say, because I just felt really safe, and I felt taken care of, and I felt they saw me, but they didn't needed any answer from me. They didn't, you know, want something from me or so, and that just turned everything. And when I got home, when this weekend was done, I just felt really filled up with the emotions and everything. And since then, this has I shouldn't say totally, it's not, you know, like, oh my god, I never have anything, but to me it gave me, in these years I don't use any hormones, no antidepressive, I can breathe through my nose, I'm feeling really healthy, I feel happy. My PMS is almost totally gone. It's not that I don't feel when my period comes. I can feel a little, you know, something is changing in my body as regularly every month, you know, but it made me centering myself. It made me recognize my body, my feelings, my emotions. It helped me so much with a lot of stuff, and I'm forever grateful for my husband doing this, and for the community, for my teacher, and actually it's to myself that actually it was really, really tough in the beginning. Ashtanga yoga, this was Ashtanga. It's really, it's a really physical practice, you know. It's the most physical yoga form you can do, maybe so, and it's really tough. You can really put your ego out, wanting to do all the fancy poses, but you know, it's all in your head. Yoga practice is for calming your mind. The asanas, or the movements, is just a way, a form of going into yourself, going into your mind, and I will talk. These are things I will talk about more later on. But it gives me so much. It calms me down. It stabilizes me when, you know, I'm feeling more of a tree, rooted and open, and you know, for example, when it's something, you know, it's something, always something with your children, you want to be there for them, and if you're not centered, if you're not grounded and solid, and you can't be there for someone else, because then you're all whoa. And now I feel if something happens, you have to be there emotionally for them or whatever. I just don't take it in like a sponge, you know. It's like I take it in, but I can keep myself grounded. Okay, it's cardigan, but you know, yeah. So I can stand in my own like a tree, and I can receive their emotions, and I can support them, not, you know, just fall down the valley with them. I can be up here pulling them up instead, if you know what I mean. And that is, it feels really, really good to be able to yeah, to be grounded, to be more happy, or to just you know, it's not that you have all these emotions, of course, but it gave me like a mountain to stand on that totally calms me, and that makes me really, really happy. And that's why I'm so grateful for this yoga practice. I have a regular daily yoga practice now, and I wouldn't want to be without it. So yeah. I hope I hope this will be a lot about life, and maybe the pleasant and unpleasant stuff, and but you know, it's life, and I like to talk about life because we are all in there, and we are all ups and we have our downs, and we just struggle to find our path in our life. And I so much enjoy meeting in my yoga classes. You know, I'm also a student. I always will be a student, and I learn so much all the time. And when I have students coming to me, I just enjoy it so much. You receive, someone maybe gives you the what to say, yeah, like they rely on you. You can take care of them for a little while when they come, and it's so beautiful. I have yin classes, and I Ashtanga classes, and we also have a few other classes that we call slow yoga. I have a lot of seniors coming, mostly women, but also men, and it's really, really nice from so many different people. And when they come and after a class, they are calm, they are so happy. Many of them have a lot of pain and ache in their body, you know, they're a little older, maybe haven't used their body through their life a lot, and I just so much enjoy watching them get rid of some pain, or just, you know, yeah, it's beautiful. I will not ramble more this time about this, but that's somehow my way to my yoga practice these days. And I will talk more. This will be regular coming. I will talk about different things in the philosophy of yoga and things about yoga, and I will also make videos. I think I will put them from this, because it will be, you know, hours of episodes then. So I will make it, maybe, you know, I could do like a 20-minute yoga practice, just put that out, so they will be separate from Yarns and Yoga episodes. Yeah, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to speak to you and receive your thoughts. So I think that will be this for this time. It will be fine for now. So as I said before, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. I'm so happy to read your comments. I'm so happy to connect to you, and it feels great to be here. It feels great to do it, you know, like this really easy, simple way. No fancy, I have no fancy setup or anything, but I really like to sit down and talk with you, and so much appreciate you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time. Bye.